less lethal contingencies. Alan here. So I'm going to be shooting my IntruBuster Gen 2, brought to you by Mercury Rise. So we're going to be shooting this IntruBuster Gen 2 on 1100 psi HPA with this 13 CI tank I have with the slide check. I have it pumped up to just a little below 3000 psi capacity on the tank, 1100 psi output regulated on this one, and I'm running the Home Defense 24 short A tuning ASA and also the MCS expansion chamber here. Okay, so we're going to be shooting 10g AR Tactical Joules. I'm going to shoot one magazine of those with the 12-inch barrel with the 6-inch Reaper. Okay, so I have the 4.5-inch barrel with the 7.5-inch extension, making 12 inches. So we got 12-inch barrel here, and again with the Reaper suppressor. And we'll see what we get under 1100 psi. And yeah, we'll see what kind of feet per second we can get out of it. So let me go ahead and air this up and check for leaks. It is unloaded. All right, let's air it up. Okay, sounds nice and quiet. Not having that problem that I was having before since I replaced the O-ring in the bird cage. The inner O-ring in the bird cage, the air plenum, aka the bird cage, what we call the bird cage, but the air plenum. It's a 13 millimeter by 1.5 millimeter, 90 Buna 90. And so that problem I was having a couple videos ago, where I'd air it up, it'd leak, I'd degas it or de-air it, air it up again right away, and it would be quiet. That seems to have corrected itself since I replaced the inner bird cage O-ring, so which is a metric O-ring. So it's been quiet ever since. All right, and put my ear protection back in here, and we'll shoot a magazine of the 10g AR Tactical Joules, which are 6.84, and they weigh in, that's what those are here, 6.84 ammo. They weigh in about 9.9 grams. Okay. And that's what the bad boy looks like with the 12-inch barrel and the Reaper suppressor. And 13 CI tank, so it's just about as, you know, it's still comfortable here, you know, with the additional expansion on here. Kind of brings me back 1.5 inches or so more, plus the 13 CI tank. So not too bad, still comfortable though. All right, check my pressure again. Yeah, just after airing up, it actually says about 2500 psi now. So that's a lot of space to air up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 grams. All right, I'll just be calling out the feet per second, and we'll get through 6 of these. Turn the laser on. Back up. Okay, mag 1, shot 1. 490 feet per second. Shot 2. 490.4 feet per second. Shot 3. 482.1 feet per second. Shot 4, 487.5 feet per second. Shot 5, 473.8 feet per second. And the last one, shot 6, 467.1 feet per second. All right. That felt good and strong. That was the first time. Let me de-air it. All right. Yeah, that felt good. That felt really good. That was the first time that I've shot the IntruBuster Gen 2 on 1100 psi output HPA. Well, I shouldn't say it's the first time I shot it on 1100. I did shoot it, I'm pretty sure, on 1100, but that was with the factory barrel. So let me correct myself there. It's the first time I'm shooting it with the new barrels, right? The new 4.5 threaded barrel from MCS, and then the MCS 7.5 inch extension, giving me 12 inches, 12-inch barrel, and the Reaper suppressor. So I'm pretty sure I did shoot it with the factory barrel only, no Reaper, nothing else. But I think I did have the, I'll have to look at my videos, my older videos, but I think I may have had the home defense short ASA at that time, I think. I'll have to compare anyways, notes. But also this was new, having the MCS additional expansion. And then of course, let me just double check, it should be fine. That was all 6, all good. Yeah, so it ran wicked strong. I mean, I think I got some really good feet per second on that. I'll run the numbers. They'll be updated in the video, of course. No auto fire, no stutter. And that was under 1100 psi. So that was pretty good with the additional expansion here. So, and that's just running that washer, that 17 millimeter OD washer. It's like 2 millimeters thick. Whoop, there it goes. Actually, as it falls out. Yeah, so that's just adding this washer as to kind of knock down the volume of airflow, right? Just sticking that in there. 17 millimeter washer with, that's it. It just basically narrows down those rather large holes that the version 1 short tuning ASA has. If you look at these, I think they may have, matter of fact, if I compare it to my long tuning, which I think is a version 2, this is a version 1 that I got. Actually, Sean was so kind to send me this one. And so this was just it was a version 1. Okay, now I don't want to drop out. Stuck in there from the oil. But anyways, the version 1 ASAs had really large holes in them. The version 2, I've noticed that the pins are beefed up quite a bit, and the holes are actually a little bit smaller. The inside diameter of the 4 holes that are inside this ASA are smaller. So maybe they knew something, maybe they figured, the holes were too big. But this is a version 1. So adding that washer, basically, it's kind of just, how do I put it? It's kind of like, it's like knocking down all that massive volume that you're getting in rush of volume from these slide check regulators. It's just knocking it down. It's making it more manageable for the bolt spring to be able to reset. So at least that's how I'm explaining it anyways. And it worked great on the 1000 the other day. I shot it, I think, twice with the washer in there. No problem, no stutter, nothing. Now every mock is different. This washer, as simple as it is working for me. It may work for you, it may not work for you. It depends on what marker you're using, depends on what type of setup you're running with me, I'm running, like I said, on this particular marker, I'm running the short, Home Defense 24 short. And then I just started running this, you know, initially I was running this to kind of see if I could make up some gains, you know, from adding restriction. So I started running this, and it did help with the gains. I think I was getting maybe six joules increase or something with this. Not a lot, but you know, it adds up to everything. You know, you add it along with everything else. So, but with the washer, it's not creating as much restriction as the disc was with the holes that I drilled in it. So I think this is giving me more power to begin with, and then add the additional expansion. It's helping even more. So, and I could run my Home Defense long on here, but I kind of dedicated that to my Pastelli X68. But I mean, they're easy enough to take on and off. I mean, I could run it on here. I may run it on here just to test it to see what it'll do, because no doubt there's more capacity, more air volume in that long ASA than even these two combined. So, but this is working for me right now. So, you know, and you know, if I had a goal, my goal would probably be, yeah, I want to break 100, and I think I probably did tonight. But I'm not trying to build a 200 joule marker, but somewhere in the neighborhood of 130 to 150, that'd be cool. I'm pushing 150 consistently right now with the longer barrel on my Pastelli X68. So, you know, if I could get around the same, that's cool. That's good. Mostly so that if I take it to the range, I have that extra power to reach out, you know, that distance, to reach out distance-wise. So, but yeah, it felt really, really strong. And yeah, I had to sneak in a little bit of shooting tonight before the wife goes to bed, because this will wake up the whole stinking house. So yeah, so I think I got it in right under the wire. Yeah. So yeah, I'm a little excited. So nah, man, you know, I could shoot every day. And I pretty much do. I went down the rabbit hole, baby. It's a deep hole. All right. Anyway, so that's all I got for you. I was thinking about shooting these heavy 21.5 gram steel ball bearings that a viewer of mine sent me. Barry, thank you so much for these. I don't know if I should, I mean, I have them. Let me see what I have left for air. I was going to hold off and maybe do it during the daytime, because it's so loud shooting in my basement. My neighbors can hear it. They just don't know what's coming from my house. They probably think it's like gunshots in the distance or something. But at least I suspect anyways they can hear it, because when my wife's outside on the patio, she's like, you can hear that. You know, it's so freaking loud when you shoot this thing. But yeah, I got about close to 15. Let's see, I started off, after I aired it up, it dropped to about 2,500, and I got just a little bit less than 1,500 psi capacity left. So I'm thinking, yeah, so I probably used like somewhere close to 1,000 psi capacity just for that one magazine. So that's where I'm at now, just a little less than 1,500. So I don't know. I think I'm just gonna call it quits on this one, and tomorrow I'll give those it'll be for a fun video. I'm not expecting them to perform as well as a 10 gram would, because at some point you get to the point where they're probably not going to yield as high a joules, because of they're just going to be too heavy, I think. You know, I don't know if I got enough power to really drive a 21.5 gram steel ball. And, you know, and I think Sean had a good video out on that, where he was comparing a 20 gram to a 10 gram, and the 10 gram fared better. But I'm going to go ahead and kind of do that same thing here, but I'll do it with these 21.5 grams. I think I'll do it tomorrow. So, and if not, we'll get around to doing that at some point, but it's getting late. So I think I just wanted to try it on 1100 psi with the additional expansion and the longer barrel and the Reaper. So I wanted to get some data. anyways, want to have a little bit of fun. So anyways, yeah, have a great weekend, and thanks for watching, and there'll be more to come. Peace out.